If you've ever looked at your view count and wondered, why am I getting only 20 to 30 views per video? You're not alone. And I think the more you look at it, the more you'll realize that that's not actually a bad thing. That's not actually a bad number. I just wanted to shoot a quick video today because I've just been looking at my videos and my view count on those videos. And I've been noticing that I've kind of been comparing myself to other channels a little bit too much. And so I wanted to do a deep dive into some numbers and be a little nerdy in this video, but hopefully this will be something that you guys will find valuable and will help you have a better mindset moving forward. So let's jump into some of the numbers and some of the things that I've looked at. So why does the view count seem so low a lot of times? Why do we look at our view counts for the most part as new channels and it just seems and it feels so low? And I think the first reason is because we compare. We look at other channels that are maybe similar in size or are in the same kind of niche, and we compare the numbers to those channels, and those channels might be getting better traction and getting their videos getting more views than ours, but the reality is we can't compare those numbers apples to apples. They're not the exact same. They have different algorithm behind them and what YouTube is pushing them to. And I think oftentimes we expect that we're gonna get 50 to 100% views based off our subscribers. So if you have 50 subscribers, you're thinking at least when I upload a video, it's gonna have 50 views, right? And even more because you want the algorithm. But those are some of the numbers I want to go over today that I feel like are a little bit different than what you might expect. View counts might feel like success. The more views you get on a video, the more success that video has. And there is some truth to that, but you have to look at the context of each view or each video. So I had this idea to look at your view count based off of the subscriber count. And I wanted to figure out what percent, if you have X amount of subscribers, what percentage should average video get in views? Because you're not going to get 100% average. It's going to fluctuate. If you're a really big channel, you're not going to get 100% of your subscribers to watch every video. That's just not going to be the case. If you're a small channel, you're probably going to get more views on your videos than you have subscribers. But I wanted to average that out. And so I went through, and I have some notes I've written down here. And I went through some different channels that I follow and that maybe you follow, and you definitely check them out if you don't. They're channels that help with YouTube and growing on YouTube. And I went from a spectrum of 6 million down to myself, who has only 79. And so I wanted to kind of go through that here. I want to start from the top. So we'll look at Ali Abdaal. And if you've ever watched his channels, he is big in productivity and a lot of different aspects, but also running a YouTube channel and a YouTube business. And he has, I'm going to go straight through the numbers. It's going to get real nerdy. Hopefully you can get some insight out of it. And I'm also going to kind of talk about it afterwards. After I go through numbers, I'm going to explain what it all means. But Ali Abdaal has 6.32 million subscribers. So he's got a huge channel. And each of these channels I went through and I looked at their last 10 videos, the most recent 10 videos. And for almost all of the channels, it was 2 months or less. So it was within a month and a half or so of those 10 videos that they've been up. And so out of the last 10 videos that Ali has uploaded, he has 2,154,000 views total out of those 10. Then if you obviously divide that by 10, so the average view per video is 215,400. So that's the average view per video. So when you think about that, that's a lot. That's a ton of views per video. But look at his subscriber count being at 6.32. The percent view compared to his subscriber count per video is 3.4%. That to me it just opened my eyes a bit, because I'm sitting here thinking, these people that have millions of subscribers are getting, 50, 60, 70 or more percent views per video. And that's just not the case. That he's getting the amount, basically he's getting 3.4%. If only his subscribers watched, which is not true. There's people that don't subscribe that watch his videos. But if we just compared it and pretended that only subscribers watched his videos, only 3.4% would average be watching each video. That seems so low, but he has such a successful channel and business behind it. That's incredible. Let's go to Think Media. I'm sure you've heard of Think Media. They do a lot of YouTube growth stuff, as well as podcasts and tech reviews and that kind of thing. They've been around for a long time. Think Media has 3.27 million subscribers, and the average of their last 10 videos was 9,960 views. So this might be a little downtime for them. It's lower than I expected it to be. So maybe the last 10 videos just were not some of their best videos, or they just haven't clicked off yet. But they only have, Think Media has a 0.3% view rate compared to subscribers. So only 0.3% watch their videos compared to the subscriber count. That's incredibly low. Again, this is not a knock on Think Media. This is very small little bite-sized information from the last 10 videos. So if I took 10 videos, the 10 before that, it could have been way higher than this. So again, these are not negative looks on that channel. That's a very successful channel. Sean Cannell has a great team and he does a lot of great stuff. That's not a knock on that channel. That's just trying to reset my mindset and hopefully your mindset to figure out what is an actual realistic goal for your views on your channel as you're starting out on YouTube. I have a few more. Let's go through quickly. Sunny Lenarduzzi. I'm not sure how to say that name, but hopefully that's right. I watch her stuff. She's really good at quickly monetizing a channel. So if you want to build a business on YouTube, she's a great channel to follow because she's all about monetizing from day one. And she has some really, really good resources for that on her YouTube channel. She has 664,000 subscribers on her channel. Last 10 videos was 24,520. And so that's the average. And her percent is 3.7% compared to her subscribers. Okay, so those are like higher. We had the millions. Now we have, that's like, 500,000. And now we have a few under 100,000. So Rob the Maritimer, that's another channel that you can look up, and he does YouTube growth stuff. Very likable person. He focuses on people over 40, and I love his personality. I think he's a great guy. He has 62,500 subscribers. He had 11,100 views in the last 10 videos on average. That's not the total. He had 111,000 in the total, but average view per video was 11,100 in the last 10, and his percent was 17.7%. So you see that huge jump from around 3 or even less than 1% for Think Media to 17.7%. Obviously, the smaller the channel goes, the smaller the subscriber count, the higher the percent's going to be, because it just has a much incrementally, smaller pool to divide against. So the percentage is always going to be higher when you have a smaller channel and less subscribers. And then Alexis Aranoia, she also does YouTube stuff. Or as far as like building YouTube channel, she has 41,200 subscribers. The average of her last 10 videos was 2,532 views per video, and she has a percent of 6.1, which is good. Then Ty Myers, he is a smaller, so he's not in the 50s. He's actually just under 5,000 subscribers right now with 4.69 thousand subscribers. He also does YouTube growth on his channel, and in his last 10 videos, he averaged 4,358 views per video, and that's a 92.9% comparison to his subscriber count. So he almost had 100%. Obviously, again, a lot of those are not subscribed to his channel, but he had a really good set of last 10 videos where he was reaching 92.9% of his subscriber count. Again, not exactly his subscriber count, because there's a lot of people in those views that were not subscribers, but I'm just comparing those so that we get a better perspective. Let's go a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller. The channel New Creator Club, that channel just started. Nas just started a couple months ago, about the same time I started. He has 202 subscribers, and the average for his last 10 videos was 475 views per video. which is a 235% increase. So basically he's showing it double to the amount of subscribers he has. So his videos are going really well. He's getting a lot of growth. And then just quickly to compare mine, I know there's a lot of numbers. My channel has 79 subscribers right now. The last 10 videos have averaged 127 views per video, and that's 160% compared to my subscriber count. Okay, so what do we do with all that information? I know that was long. Hopefully you didn't click off. If you're still here, then you want to know the value from this and what is the whole point of this. The whole point is to normalize, one, as you grow, the percent and amount of people that view your videos grows smaller and smaller compared to your subscriber count. So it's important to look at the value you're bringing to the specific audience and not just the overall, just trying to get as many views and subscribers as possible. You want to get the right views, and we've talked about that in other videos. But the other thing is, I wanted to figure out what is a healthy view count. What's a healthy, as in mental health, but also strategy, what is a healthy way to look at your videos and your views and not get discouraged comparing to other people. So I took all those numbers and I went through and had ChatGPT weight them, because obviously smaller channels have less subscribers, so it kind of offsets. There's a lot of outliers and kind of offsets the percents a little bit compared to 6 point whatever million that Ollie has. So I weighted those and basically came up with a good metric of what you should be looking for in your videos, depending on how big your subscriber count is on your channel. So let's run through that. If you are a channel that is less than 500 subscribers, you should be looking for, ideally, an average between 20 to 60% compared to your subscriber count. That's a realistic number. If you're growing and you're growing well, it's going to be above that as a small channel. You're going to be above 100% or around there or more. So if you have 50 subscribers, then a video should get, anywhere between 35, at the high end, to 20 or 15 views. So you can look at those and be like, well, that's not very much. But the reality is you only have 50 subscribers. So that is actually right in the wheelhouse. That's right where you're supposed to be. So hopefully this is encouraging to you to know that, okay, I'm right where I need to be. I'm not maybe getting these huge numbers, but I'm right where I need to be percent wise. If you have between 500 and 5,000 subscribers, you need to look for an average of 10 to 40% compared to your subscriber count. That's a healthy video. That's a healthy growth. If you're between 5,000 and 50,000 subscribers, obviously we're getting high end here, no longer really small channels. That's 5 to 20%. So anywhere between 5 and 20, that's really good. That's a good video. That's making progress and growth. 50 to 100 or 50 to 500,000 subscribers. Again, probably none of you are watching my video because you're not small channels, but that's between 3 and 10%, and anything above 500,000 would be between 1 and 5% compared to your subscriber count. All right, that's a lot of numbers, guys. My brain sometimes goes that way. Hopefully that wasn't too boring for you, but I just wanted to work through something that was constructive and helps me, and hopefully it helps you to change my mindset and understand realistically how many views am I supposed to be getting. Because you can always compare, and you get in this game where you compare with each other and with other channels and competitors and whatever, and then you get discouraged because your numbers are not that high. But hopefully that scale gives you a little bit of hope and a little bit of encouragement to say you're on the right path, you're on the right way, you're doing something right. The progress may seem slow, but it's still going, and it's still going. And as you catch, the wave or the algorithm or whatever, it'll start to grow more. You'll get more subscribers. Your views will go up even more. But you can even watch that and just know those different areas of subscriber counts. What is the percentage of video views you're supposed to get, or around there, and see if that's a healthy video or not. So hopefully this helped you out. I just wanted to jump on here today and make that quick video and encourage you guys. And if you have any comments on it or any thoughts on it, leave those in the comment section below. as well as like and subscribe and stick around, and we'll see you in the next video.